today I'm going to show you guys how to make one of my mom's recipes. It's pollo en crema de chipotle, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I do the sauce. So I will put the ingredients down below. Right now in a blender I have the cooked onion that I used for my my chicken. I'm trying to cover up the sun. Okay, so then I have the blender with a quarter of the onion cooked, and I also have the chicken broth where I cooked my chicken. So to that I am going to add some garlic, half a cup of crema, and of course the chipotle and the Knorr. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the chipotle in there. It's just a regular can of chipotle. It's only gonna be for me and my husband, so I'm gonna make it spicy. So I'm gonna go ahead and add I did about like five of them, and then to that I'm gonna add the sour cream. I'm gonna add the garlic in there right now, and then to that I'm gonna use half a cup of sour cream, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add about, I'd say, a half a cup of the broth. And I already put the onion and everything. I'm not gonna add the Knorr until I blend it because the chicken broth has flavor. Okay, to this I am gonna go ahead and add yesterday I made papas preparadas, and I have like potatoes, mashed potato. So I'm gonna add half of that, which is probably like half a cup, just to thicken the sauce. Okay. Okay, so I have that ready. I'm gonna let that sit on the side. If it needs more sour cream, you can just add some later on. So I'm gonna take some bacon, and I'm gonna cut it into small pieces. So I already boiled my my chicken, so that's already ready. The only thing that I'm gonna wait to cook is the bacon. So I'm just gonna take a few strips since it's only for myself and my husband. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna cut it in little strips. So I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm gonna cut them into small strips. I'm gonna go ahead and move this so you guys can see it. So I'm just gonna cut them in little strips, and then I have a pan right now heating up where I'm gonna cook the bacon, and where I'm actually gonna add all of my my ingredients. So as soon as I'm done cutting the bacon, I'm gonna turn around the camera, and I am going to show you guys the product. Actually, I'm also gonna cut half an onion into thinly slices. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the bacon first. I'll show you guys right now that I turn around the camera, but I am also gonna cut some onion in really thin slices. So I'll see you guys right now. Okay, so I turned you guys around. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the bacon. My pan is really hot, so I'm gonna fry up the bacon. And you're simply just going to fry it up. Let me put up the volume. Okay, so I'm just gonna fry up the bacon. And once the bacon is fried up, I am going to add the onion. I'm gonna raise you guys up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and raise it up. I have it on a medium high because I want the bacon to really crisp up. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and do that for about, I'd say, a couple, say 5 to 10 minutes, however long it takes. This is why I cut them fairly small, so it cooks faster. So in about 5 minutes, it's gonna be cooked. Okay, so my bacon is almost done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my onion and let that cook. I'm gonna let it cook with the same fat that the bacon is releasing. You don't have to add any oil. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let my onion get a little bit of a color. Kind of want it to cook out. I'm not gonna drain any of the fat. I'm not using a lot of bacon, so I'm not gonna drain the fat. I'm actually gonna use it so it gives the sauce a good flavor. So I'm just moving it around so the bacon doesn't burn. The bacon is not quite done. You want it really crispy. So after the onion is really cooked and the bacon fries up, I'm gonna add my chicken. I use leg meat. What I did was I just boiled it, put in half an onion, a quarter of an onion in there, some Knorr, and then I let it come to a boil, and then I just cleaned off the fat, and then I semi-shredded it just into thick pieces. You can also use chicken breast. Just cut it. You can either boil it or you can fry it up, you know, if you would like. Since I boiled mine because I didn't use chicken breast, it's already cooked, so all I'm gonna do is just toss it around with the bacon and the onion. If you use chicken breast, what you can do is you can fry it up in the same pan. Just remove your bacon, add your chicken, fry it up, and once it's almost completely fried up, you add the onion, and then you can add the bacon once the onion is already cooked. But since my chicken is already cooked, I'm frying the bacon and the onion together. So this is almost done. Just a few. I recommend you guys cook the bacon in small pieces. That way they cook thoroughly, and it doesn't take longer for the bacon to cook than the onion, because then your onion is gonna get burnt. So I'm not adding any salt because I used the chicken broth in my sauce. So the chicken broth had Knorr, so I didn't add none. The bacon is already salty, so I didn't add any. But if you do not boil your chicken, do add salt and Knorr to your taste. But I feel like this dish is already gonna have enough salt. If it needs any, I will add it to the end. So then, since that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken. And I am just gonna cook out the chicken. I left it in semi, big, small chunks, just so they're bite-sized. Just gonna move the chicken around. basically just heating up the chicken, which, I mean, it's already gonna heat up. Okay, and to this, I'm gonna add my sauce. So I'm gonna add my sauce now. It's very thick. So to this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of the chicken broth that I had earlier to take the rest out. So then I'm gonna add, that was about half a cup of the chicken broth. So now I'm gonna mix it. Now I'm gonna use the same spoon I used to scoop out the sour cream. So then there you go. You're just gonna let it come to a simmer. And once it comes to a slight simmer and a boil, you can just taste it and see if you need any Knorr or salt. I'm gonna go ahead and taste it right now. I'm gonna add a little, well, no, I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt. I was gonna put Knorr, but it has enough. So I'm gonna do a teaspoon of salt. Like I said, if you wanna add Knorr, you can add 2 teaspoons of Knorr if you didn't boil your chicken. So I'm gonna let it come to a boil. And then to this, I serve it with butter rice, arroz and mantequilla. And it's just the creaminess with the white rice with butter tastes really, really good. So I'm just gonna let it come to a boil, and I'm gonna show you guys how I serve it. So it's already coming to a boil. Okay. So what helped thicken the sauce, guys, was the mashed potatoes that I put in there. If you guys ever want to thicken a sauce like this, or if you make a different sauce, add mashed potatoes, just plain mashed potatoes, and it'll thicken your salsa. That's a little tip, a little secret to thickening up your salsa. Okay, so that is, it's actually boiling, and we are done, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and plate it for you guys so you guys can see what it looks like. I'll be right back. And here it is, guys, your pollo and crema de chipotle. There it is. If you guys would like to see more recipes like this, or you guys have a request, don't forget to link me down below or message me on my IG. I will go ahead and pin it down below. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye bye.